microphone. Once again, this is a technology breakthrough. The smaller the size, the easier it is to conceal.
Each operation in which you want to gather audio is different, and there is no one correct answer. You need a different set of tools that you apply to fit the particular application, such as a diplomatic reception.
Take, for example, the following scenario. An agent working for a foreign government is suspected of trading top-secret information for money and favors. He's expected to attend a particular diplomatic reception. Requiring evidence on tape, the foreign government has bugged the room. A listening post has been rigged in a van outside. They have also planted their own agents, posing as guests, hoping he will talk to one of them. Although the CIA is understandably reluctant to divulge details, experts in surveillance technology agreed to provide an insight into how this operation might proceed.
You could pick up audio in several different ways. The first question is, do you control the physical premises? If you do, you could have fixed points in which you plant microphones. There is no physical point in a building that essentially you couldn't hide a microphone.
Such a spot could be a floral centerpiece on the hors d'oeuvres table. A small transmitter concealed beneath the table could then send its signal to the listening post.
This is a transmitter. This transmitter could be used on the body. Transmitter could be placed in an establishment. In this particular transmitter, we're able to transmit a audio and video carrier.
Technology advanced, and we were able to produce transmitters that eliminated the need for wire lines.
The best method to use would be digital transmitters, for them to transmit the audio back to a central location, whether it be a listening post in a van or in a room, and then we could process it from there.
Unless, of course, the person you're listening to moves out of range of the fixed microphone. In such a case, human resources must be utilized along with technology to maintain surveillance.
People could be placed within a location, for instance, the Embassy Ball, that have transmitters on them. And they could be wandering around and picking up the noise and also the conversations.
Technology is indispensable for what we do. It is growing exponentially. None of that will ever preclude having ops officers on the ground.
We're going to use cameras to actually physically take pictures of people who are talking. That could be processed, and it could be even used to read lips at points.
A spy, rather than taking a chance that you get the one perfect still shot on a conventional camera, you'd much rather have video.
You notice the size of the camera is extremely small. The technology today allows us to make devices of this size. Could be placed on the body, for instance, behind a tie.
Combining that with audio advances makes it easier to gather audio and video imagery now than at any point in history.
With so many deterrent elements, it's almost impossible for the trader to avoid being overheard.
When you speak to the person, you would speak to them when there's the most amount of ambient noise possible.
Is there any chance we might get together later?
That can be arranged. What did you have in mind?
Glasses are clanging and ice is chattering in the glass, and they're whispering at a low level. They would feel very secure.
Actually, I have information that you might find beneficial to your country.
You would receive the signal, and graphically, you will take out the noise piece by piece until you have nothing but the conversation left.
Actually, I have information that you might find beneficial to your country.
With the technology available today, electronically, it is much more difficult for someone to evade the eavesdropper. If there's a piece of information that we want, the odds are in our favor with the technology today that we are going to get that information.
The harsh reality of successfully retrieving information is that